Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Raw Law Unfiltered with your host, the DUI Guy Plus. I am holding my beautiful chalice of victory once again because I just wanted to bring it out today. No pun intended. Oh boy, oh boy. What unfortunate events in the great state of Tennessee. Of course, you all are familiar with the most ancient pickup line. How does it go? I can't remember how it actually goes, but the punchline is "You're the only 10 I see." Not so much for this girl. No offense to her. My goodness. Of all the things you could get fired for, having sex with your colleague and coworker should not be at the top of the list. All right, Tennessee police. How did this even come about? How did this even happen? I would like to just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to imagine it, but I'm trying to like backtrack. How on earth do you end up in a situation where you're fucking half the department by yourself? I mean, how does it happen? You know, she gets hired, she gets sworn in. I swear to serve and protect and to suck dick for as long as I shall serve as a police officer in this department. Amen. Like, I don't don't understand. So she goes, begins her duties as a police officer, runs her beat, beats off guys on her beat. I don't understand. And one day, one of them kind of hints, suggests, by the way, she's married. Hints, suggests like, hey, so what are you doing later? You up for some fun? And she's like, what do you have in mind? And her colleague is like, well, we're just gonna have a poker game after, and it's, you know, just a poker game. They meet up after work. One thing leads to another. Suddenly it's strip poker. We got a female among us. Hey, she's pretty comfortable with this. That's pretty cool. Oh, somehow she ended up naked. All right, maybe we can take advantage of the situation. Har, har, har. You know, start running trains on the poor girl. Oh, she likes it. All right, we need to do this more often. Like, how? Who is she? Her name is Megan Hall. Talk about serving your community, eh? Somebody's yelling in the chat to Google the police department and zoom in. All right. LaVerge Police Department. Oh, you guys have to see this. Okay. All right. That's legit. Look at the photo that somebody uploaded. They replaced the Laverne Police Department with a train. you guys. Look in my eyes. Look at my face. I am dying. Oh, God. That is trolling of the highest caliber. Whoever did this, thank you. And whoever, I have to shout you out, bro. You actually just killed the DUI guy. Just cause. Oh, I wish I could super chat you. I swear to God. Thank you for pointing. I wasn't sure what you meant at first. Oh God, the epicness. Oh. Oh my God. I'm crying, you guys. I'm actually crying. Thank you, Just Cause. Christine, yeah, I started watching that video right before I went live, actually. Aaron with Growing Up with Scientology did a video and ripped Tony Ortega a new asshole. My instincts were right. I guess so. I mean, I know a thing or two about the guy since I've spent a few days in the room with him, but thank you, Christine. Someone just added a train stop in there too. Wait, where? See photos. There's another train. That's a bullet train, I think. That's the actual police department. That's another train. That's another train. There's like 4 trains. That's a bullet train. That's definitely on the Amtrak. That's a more antiquated. There's like 6 out of their 7 photos are a fucking train. On one photo is the actual department. That's epic. That is just epic. Absolutely. This is on Google. This is like you Googled. I didn't do anything. I didn't. This is if you. I misspelled their police department's name, but if you come on, sorry, it's hard stuck. There we go. Laverne. It's right there. I didn't do anything. This is not my work. I wish it was. Let's read their Google reviews. Really? Nothing. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. We have recently moved to Laverne. This is a review, a 6-month review from 6 months ago. We have recently moved to Laverne from Nashville. Last week, we needed the police for a suspicious person on my property. Within 3 minutes of my call, as they were finishing their copulation, the police officers were at my house. 4 patrol cars showed up. They patrolled my neighborhood all night. Well, I'm sure, until they found the right person. Usually all these things happen at nighttime, don't they? I have never felt more safe. And may I just say, this wouldn't have happened in Nashville. Well, that's surefire, lady, because these officers were very, very well rested, if you know what I mean. You are lucky if anyone comes at all there. The officers were extremely courteous and professional as well, and I bet they got a good night's sleep. I went to the police department the next day and I received the same amazing service there as well. I am in love with my new town. Choice of words, lady. Be careful. Be careful. You're giving yourself away. I'm in love with my new town because of them, and my family is forever grateful for these brave men and women that put their lives on the line to protect and serve our wonderful town. Oh, man. And then the next one, literally, is if I get run off the road one more time by your officers, I'm sending my dash cams to the community oversight board. Thanks in advance. These people stole my vehicle. That sounds like a civil forfeiture case. This is crazy. It's a train. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So what I started to show you all. Oh, oops. I clicked the wrong button. Um, who is she? Who is this Megan Hall individual? A married Tennessee cop, Megan Hall, recently fired from her position for being involved in an affair with 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 of her fellow officers at the Laverne Police Department. I mean, that's impressive. Honey, I swear to God, I did not cheat on you with Bob. I cheated on you with Bob, John, Tony, Larry, Michael, and Steven. Okay? Let's get our facts straight here, honey. That's impressive. That's impressive. Sergeant Lewis Powell, Sergeant Ty McGowan, Officer Juan Lugo, and Detective Seneca Shields are the officers who were booted from their jobs alongside Hall. So Powell, McGowan, Lugo, Shields, and Hall, but we're missing a couple. She had an affair with 6. They only booted. This is only 4 names. What happened to the other 2? Were they too high of a rank to get rid of or something? What's going on over here? Meanwhile, here we go. Officers Patrick Mugliocco, Larry Holliday, and Gavin Schobel were suspended from their roles for the involvement in the scandal. So these just got suspensions. Okay. But these are 3 names. So she cheated with 6 of them. Where did the 7th guy come from? Was he videotaping? Like, what's going on? Investigation into the alleged affairs began on December 12th. So it was like a month ago. After Laverne Mayor Jason Cole received information from a whistleblower and asked the city's human resources director, Andrew Patton, to look into it. The investigation found that the officers on the 2nd shift engaged in undisclosed physical relationships both on and off the clock. They're literally fucking on your taxpayer dollars. As the thumbnail suggests, these are your tax dollars in police officer form, hard at work. Pun intended. Jesus. Had private encounters inside the station while on duty and exchanged inappropriate photos and videos with each other. I mean, so they were doing the whole kit and caboodle. No pun intended there. There were videotaping, sharing photos, videos, fucking, sucking, on and off the clock. I mean, no wonder the train is literally being shared. They were running trains on this girl, but here's the thing. This is the beauty of it all. It was all 100% consensual. There's no allegation that this was like forcible rape or anything non-consensual. She invited these men, like, go ahead, use me, whatever. Maybe she had a kink. I'm not hating on it, but do your shit at home, not when you are literally on the clock, supposed to be protecting and serving and not running people off the road. You do that on your other own on time, obviously, according to some of these reviews that we read. But I mean, Jesus. I mean, basically, Dina Grayston. But see, you can't call her a hooker because hookers get paid. We call that a bukkake. You guys know what a bukkake is? You got a bunch of men. Don't Google it, please, for the love of God. Don't Google that. You don't want to know what a bukkake is. She's not even that pretty. Like, maybe that's why, self-esteem issues. And that's another thing. I'm trying to figure out how the good husband is falling into this whole mix too. Does he have like a cuckold fetish? Again, not hating on it. Everybody's got their own fantasies. It's not Just because your fantasies like do not align with mine, for example, does not mean that your fantasy is a bad one. It's just maybe not the most popular. But again, do it on your own time. Don't do it on the department's dime. This is why you got your ass canned. You see what I'm saying? I think her husband has like a cuckold fantasy. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. The report mentioned that someone, because how do you cheat on your husband? This is the thing. How do you cheat on your husband with 6 men at the department and keep it from him? I mean, don't you like come home one time and, you know, you're getting ready to get frisky and he goes, honey, why do you smell like cum? Oh, don't worry about it, honey. That's probably from the other night. No, I haven't done that to you in 3 weeks, babe. That's definitely fresh cum. I'm certain of it. I know what it smells like. I ate it from you the other night. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Like some of this stuff, you just can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. Like you know, people don't live in a box. People don't live in a bubble. The chat is like, you're so disgusting. Half of the chat is like, I love you. And the other half of the chat is like, Larry, you're gross. Hey, look, I wasn't there, okay? Just for the record, just to be clear, I wasn't there, all right? I'm just here to report the news as best I can. Oh, they're cum buddies. The report mentioned that some encounters occurred at football watch parties hosted by officers where they discussed involving their wives alongside Megan Hall in private activities. Again, I mean, look, that's different. That's fine. I don't, well, it's hosted by officers as long as it's not on the clock. Doesn't sound like it was on the clock. But anytime you involve work and sex, like employees, co-workers of the same, from the same department, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. But then, I mean, this one is okay. If it's consensual and everybody's okay with it. Again, I'm wondering if did her husband know about these sex parties at these private events? Or is he just forgiving her? Because I don't know. I don't know if she has the capability of change. I don't know if he's hoping that she'll never do it again, or like, it's different if he likes it. If he's a true cuckold, and to him it's like, ooh, she's getting fucked by all these hunkas, like, that turns me on. You know, if he's one of those guys, then he's in the perfect marriage. And we should all envy him. Maybe not for the way he is. I can imagine that may be a little difficult to envy for most people, including myself. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, everybody's got their own shit, and that's pretty much the bottom line. Debbie Doble says, I love sick sense of humor, or sick humor. Thank you, Debbie. I'm bringing out all the kinks tonight, aren't I? They may have an open marriage, Jenna. Exactly. We don't know anything about their backstory. Their stuff I have no problem with. Like I said, if he's a cuckold and he likes to watch her fuck other men and do whatever and watch and videotape and participate or not participate, have one of those, what do you call those things you put on your dick that like jams it and like you can't use it or whatever? Like a cage, I think it's called. Look, that's fine. You do you, have fun, do your thing. If that's your thing, go have fun with it. You want to invite the whole town to your bedroom, that's your prerogative. You do what you want to do, but don't do it on the fucking taxpayer's dollar. That's what you don't do. You don't do it on the job. That's where you don't do. You don't shit where you eat. You don't fuck where you work. You don't run trains at the goddamn police station. It's not a train station. It's supposed to be a police station. Phew. Disgusting. Other private encounters allegedly took place at a shift party during an NFL game and at a hotel following an outing at the Go-Kart USA Center. Officer Megan Hall was accused of stripping. Fucking called it. Stripping during one such escapade at a hot tub party on Sergeant Eric Stott's houseboat. Again, not really a problem other than like you're going to have different types of like social problems at the department, but that's not like a problem for the rest of us. Like we don't give a shit. While Stotts was not directly involved in the scandal, Hall was accused of having another alleged private encounter with a cop in the washroom of the former's boat. And again, I don't know their policies. Maybe their policies are like no copulating amongst or fraternizing amongst police officers without going through HR first. Now she's in violation of internal policy standards and could just be fired for that if she were to disclose and be honest about it. So, you know, I don't know. Mayor Cole said that the situation was unacceptable, which I agree with, and mentioned that he ordered the involved officers to be disciplined after the investigation came to a close on December 28th. Well, that sucks. Right after Christmas, right before New Year, right as they spent all the money they've been saving up, they got canned. Like, that's like the worst time. It's like the worst time to be let go. As soon as it was brought to our attention, it was immediately investigated and action was taken upon the individuals involved. Laverne Police Department Chief Burl Chip Davis told CBS the situation was difficult. Damn, that was such a very good choice of words, because all he had to say was, this situation is very hard on all the officers in the department. Like, that's such a Freudian slip opportunity missed. But I understand. And he wants to assure people that a few officers do not represent the entire department. I don't know. There's like 9 of them. they pretty much are the entire department. These 9 officers that are 90% of our department do not represent the entire department. The 10% who did not fuck Megan are creme de la creme officers in the community. Why? Because they chose to abstain from copulation. They did not give in to temptation. Oh, praise Jesus, oh Lord. Like, he was going to fucking turn into one of those, evangelical priests on television. Oh no. Oh no. Praise be he, O Lord, who did not fuck Megan. This is a very difficult situation for our department and for the city, but I want to be clear that the actions of a few do not represent this department as a whole, including the cum dumpster. Laverne Alderman Kara Hobbs told WTVF that she was shocked and overall disappointed by the situation. She added that authorities would have to work on rebuilding the trust of the community. You think? You think, lady? It might be a while. You better buckle up. Oh, hey, Amy. I think I saw somebody. Oh, there she is. Oh my goodness. Oh, Amy, you don't want to know. You listen, leave now while you still have your sanity. Just trust me on this. Leave now. We've created a cesspool over here. You do not want to be here for this. Just trust me when I say this. Woo. Like, Amber doesn't hold a candle to this Megan girl. If that says anything. There's definitely going to be a time period when we are really going to have to emphasize rebuilding the trust of our community, of our fine little town here, that has been soiled by so much jizz that I could not even begin to describe. Meanwhile, the Rutherford County District Attorney confirmed that there was no evidence of any criminal activity in the situation. Fantastic. So there was no forcible acts. Why everyone is asking, like, where are the cameras? That you just want to see. Look, listen to this. All right, you ready? Go to www.pornhub.com and you will be able to find all the fornication that your heart desires. Can you believe it? Did you know that about 70% of the internet is pornography? The average human is basically a sex addict because of that. Thanks, internet. I say 70, it feels like 90. Why do you need the camera? Do you really want to see? Do you want to see this fucking? Like, seriously? Do you want to see this getting it on with its fellow officers? No, thank you. I'll pass. Fucking hard pass. Why? You can use the internet for so much more fruitful, beneficial, sexy things than watching this get it on and run trains on by its fellow compatriots and co-workers. Come on now. Put it away. Exactly. She's married to a former state ranger, Jebediah Hall. What a name. I wonder if he's Amish. My wow. Somebody said swipe left. Steve, you win comment of the day, sir. Fucking swipe left on that face. Whoo, that's a 5 head. Hard pass. Everyone, I think everyone's in agreement. She is now a walking meme for as long as she lives. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hey, Liberty Cause, welcome back. Is he a Mennonite for real? Is her husband Jebediah Hall? Well, my wife, I'll be honest, 85 officers ago, before they ran all them trains on her, was a fine lady. A lady that I married would never stoop low to such a... What? Oh, she did it willingly. Oh, fuck. Well, 85 officers ago, I shouldn't have married the bitch. G fucking G, as the Gen Z generation would say. That's called good game. Well played. Next wife. So she gets fired, along with 6 of her colleagues. Well, this is kind of a repeat. Let's read this one. Now, this one, I just want to read because the title is fucking amazing. Oh, thank you, Zachary Bloom. How did she get caught? Oh, I talked about it. There was a whistleblower that actually came to the mayor and was like, excuse me, Mr. Mayor, but Megan Hall over there fucking and sucking half the department, sir. I think you best look into that. Cheerio. That's how it happened. Actually, that was a real rendition of the conversation between the whistleblower and the mayor. Fun fact. Wait, it's an AR. Is it an AR article? Don't tell me that, Christine. Is this AI? That's bullshit. Don't lie to me. Tennessee cops were fired faster for consensual sex than police who shoot black people. And you know why I love this title? because it's so fucking accurate. No, Christine, no, you're over the top. Tennessee cops were fired faster for consensual sex than cops who shoot black people. Zach Lindley, I don't know where you are or who you are. If this is you and you wrote this article, shout out to you, my man. That is fucking top notch. This is how you title an article. This is how you grab attention, yo. It was far easier to fire these cops for having consensual sex than it often is to fire cops for killing and or brutalizing black people. And here's the sad part. I haven't read this article yet. We're going to read it together. But here's the really sad part. Because sex, like everyone understands, right? It's like, did you or didn't you? There's no like, well, I tried going in her vagina, officer, but I missed. And like, was there sex or wasn't there? You know, nobody's having that conversation. Like, I aimed for her vagina and entered her butthole. We accidentally committed a crime. It wasn't my fault. It was too much lube, officer. My dick slipped. You know, I don't know. I'm shooting from the hip. No pun intended. Giggity. Anyway, God, my subconscious is creating like all these fucking jokes today. I swear, my brain is literally on fire. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so, but when you kill a black man, for example, white man, black victim, you know, there's always this issue of, well, I killed him in self-defense. Like, he pulled the gun on me first. There is a question of who killed who and why and for what, and who had the responsibility and who did not have the responsibility. Is it murder? Is it justified shooting? Is it self-defense? That's the problem. In sex, there's no question. Like, it happened. We fucked. I'm fired. It's over. With shooting an African-American individual, that's a whole different ballgame. Because now you're like, well, he had a gun. He was going to kill me. So my shooting was justified. So why would you fire me, right? Oh, we're going to put you on unpaid leave or paid leave, even worse, for the next 6 months. And then once we finish our investigation, which is going to take actually 2 weeks, we just have to put it 6 months on paper so that the newspapers report it, and then everybody leaves us alone. And then 2 weeks later, hush, hush, like, just come on back. Just don't tell anybody that you're working for us again. And then the headlines break and everyone's like, well, that's old. That's yesterday's news. We don't really care anymore. That's how they do it, right? That's how they weave in the narrative, and you don't notice how the snake is back in the grass and there's nothing that has been done on it. Well, that's why. By now, you've likely heard about the gaggle of Laverne, Tennessee cops who got caught copulating on company time and lying about it during an investigation into the allegations. Oh, so there was also lying about it in the investigation. That's interesting. Skeet, skeet. If you're unaware of what happened, now former police officer Megan Hall was accused of engaging in I love this man even more now. Sex cop aids with 6 male officers. Sexcapades. Hall was fired along with 4 of the 6 officers she's accused of having steamy and salacious sex romps with, while the other 2 officers were suspended, along with some other rando who got suspended. Oh, she is into the African American kind. Is that so? My, Megan Hall, you are just not stopping to surprise. Hold on a second. I thought all these officers were white. She just might need them thicker, longer, and bigger. That is why she's been cheating on her husband. At least we know she's not racist, right? She does come from the Bible Belt, but she does does not discriminate. Once you go black, says Tony. Oh my God. What is this live? What has it turned into? I love everything about it. Oh, Drex needs to do a live on this shit. I swear to God. Sex knows no color, Elizabeth. You are absolutely correct on that. Oh my God. You guys are horrible. Oh. Okay. Nikit. Oh God, of course it's Tennessee. I really need to move. Are you from Tennessee, Nikit? Oh. Now, obviously, there have been plenty of jokes made at the expense of Hall and her blue sex lives matter co-conspirators. I mean, it's the kind of story that easily lends itself to humor. Just think of all the quips that can be made about the probable misuse of department issue handcuffs. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Or the fact that this isn't exactly the kind of gangbang police are meant to be policing. That's good. Predictably, the term blue balls has come up a lot. She know how to ride, Laverne police. Jesus. When you find out you missed the last train. I'm not going to recover from today. Oh, God. Oh. Tennessee police staff party? Oh, shit. But there's a much more serious side to this story. Welcome, Christina W. as a new member. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to this debauchery. Jesus Christ. Whew. And I would be remiss if I didn't point out one notable truth. It was far easier to fire these cops for having consensual sex than it is when they kill or brutalize black people. For example, in the midst of the Laverne blue on blue sex scandal going viral, another story involving law enforcement agency in Tennessee police backs up that premise. In Memphis, this is also Tennessee, police and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation are currently looking into the death of a black man named Tyre Nichols. Sounds blacker. Tyree, nobody calls their boy. I'm Tyre, come on. What is your last name? Michelin? Tyre, Michelin, Tyre. That's me. I'm here. That sounds like such a fucking white name. No, this motherfucker named Tyre Nichols. It's like, hey, Nichols, my name's Tyre. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. Please don't kill me. Okay, that is horrible. I'm on one today. Black man named Tyre Nichols, who died in a hospital a few days after his encounter with police. I'm sorry that he died. I did not. I should not have been making fun of that name. I apologize. My intent was to just break a little humor in. Reese Weaver, thank you for the super sticker. See Soul Drain. What the fuck? Someone is like, Bologna Kara says, I just stopped by to say that thumbnail is crazy. Hey, my thumbnail maker and I went back and forth at least 5 times before that thumbnail was completed, just for the record. Hands up, I can't breathe. Okay, I do want to know in the chat, real quick, who is dying other than me? Who else is dying in the chat? And Elizabeth, clearly. Who can't breathe right now? Who is literally dying the death of 1,000 lost breaths? Oh, shout it out in the chat. So poor Tyre Nichols dies, and I'm guessing nobody even gives a shit, which is so fucking typical. Police in Tennessee say officers in Memphis face disciplinary action after a 29-year-old black driver died following a traffic stop. Jesus fuck. Oh, oops. Jesus Christ. On January 8th, police department announced officers pulled over a motorist for reckless driving. This is Tyre. Driving the previous day. As officers approached the driver of the vehicle, a confrontation occurred and the suspect fled the scene on foot. Oh, he ran. Officers pursued the suspect, again attempted to take him into custody. Another confrontation. Okay, so he fought back. Dumbass move, Tyre. Come on, bro. He died a few days later. You shouldn't have fought back. Just that's when you just roll over, get arrested, go home, or go to the jail, then go home. When you fight as man, especially as a black man, there's no hope. They're gonna fucking use that as an excuse to take you out. Cops have no mercy. They're bullies. Remember those bullies in class? We used to give you swirlies and wet willies and take your lunch money. Well, now they're killing you and your children. So those are the same bullies from high school. Make no mistake. Only now they have guns and they are legally allowed to use them by the power of the state. The city's release said, well, this got dark real fast, didn't it? GG Tyre. Well played. Should have tried something different. The officers involved were relieved of duty pending the outcome of the investigation, did not release how many officers were involved. After reviewing various sources of information, I found that it is necessary to take immediate and appropriate action, and then they're serving notices. Unfortunately, in cases like this one, immediate and appropriate action rarely means immediately firing or even firing at all. I mean, Breonna Taylor, who's from Louisville, this happened in Louisville, where I'm from. It took 2 years for even a single cop to be fired. That's a fact. Similarly, it took a couple of years for the officers involved in Elijah McClain's death to face any charges. It's crazy. And yet they're fucking and sucking lawfully, and they all get canned because they were doing it on the job. Moral of the story here, kids, don't run trains on the clock. Conversely, Hall and the other cops involved were fired before the story even started trending in the news. And those cops didn't kill anyone. Their only crimes were sexting and lying about it. It might be an entertaining story, but ultimately, who cares? Well, damn, you just sucked all the fun out of our time here, Zach Lindley. I'm just blowing smoke, honestly. There you go. Mad scientist with the zingers tonight. Run trains on your own time. You idiots. South Park said it best. There's a time and place for everything, children, and it's called college. Get your fucking and sucking basically done in college. Don't do it at the police department on the fucking job, on the clock. Ring, 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 ring. You gonna get that? Ring, 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 ring. Yeah, hold on. Hello, 911. What's your emergency? Uh-huh. Oh, hold on. Will you stop that? I'm trying to take a 911 call. Yeah, this woman is getting stabbed. Just hung up like she's busy. She can't She can't do her job. She's busy doing another job. You can't make this shit up, bro. Like, it's just this is a joke that doesn't end, like it doesn't stop giving. Hang on, I'm coming. It's so good that should have been mine. Was she trying out for interviews? I don't know. I think Evil Angel is hiring. Camster, Chatterbait, My Free Cams, all these websites. I'm sure she's going to get invites in the mail. I guarantee it. She has got the scope on her. Everybody wants to see her naked right now. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything to see there. But because it's national news, everyone is curious. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Yeah, it gives a new definition to the term public service. Ring, 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 ring. Not right now. I'm busy. Ring, 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 ring. All right, hold on. 911. What's it? Will you finish already? To serve with no protection. Oh, God. I don't think, no, American Dreamer, no, she was not taken advantage of. I think she was the one doing the taking advantage of. Oh my God, Seeing Blind. There are so many clip opportunities in this video. I have given you all a gold mine. You better not disappoint. Chat, you best get to fucking work. I have literally, this is like, remember that video I did of like the commercial breaks? Somebody like clipped all of them and like made a video out of it. I have given you diamonds, like platinum gold in this video. You better not disappoint me. Mad Scientist is already, he's like, I'm already working on it. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been clipping this whole video while you were doing it. Because that's how a mad scientist would sound like. Whew. All right, you guys. I need to stabilize my heart rate and my blood flow. Whew. This was fun. Thank you all for joining me, honestly. It's stupid what happened in Tennessee at Laverne Run a Train Police Department. And at the end of the day, they paid the price for fucking and lying about it. There's really nothing special. It's just fun to talk about. That's why I made this video. Shout out to my thumbnail maker. That was fucking gold. He was like, are you sure about this? And I'm just like, yeah, bro, just fucking run with it. Just trust me. It's the only way that this is going to work is we got to have cum all over her face. It's the only way it makes sense. Otherwise, people will be like, it works, but now it's perfect. So thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all tomorrow if I recover in the interim, because right now, I swear. Oh, yeah, and I'm wearing a Queen shirt. And on that note, see you later, everybody. Beautifully damaged. You've worked hard. Get some rest. Thank you. Bye-bye.